is not to spite anybody, not to denigrate anyone's achievement. Welcome. My name is Cosby Jones, the radio chief, descendant of E. Daniel the First. Welcome once again. I don't want to remind somebody of something this morning, but welcome. All right, so let's talk. This morning we have insecurity. Reps urge Tinubu to sign DCON, Armed Forces Trust Fund Bill, and the House of Representatives are called on the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to, as a matter of national importance, to assent to two recently reintroduced and passed by Assembly to aid the ongoing fight against insecurity in the country. All right. All right. Plateau State Governor's removal. Appeal Court gives reason for the removal of the governor of Plateau State. He does have, okay, let me not expand all of the choices. In the studios, I have Oga on Mondays. Is a farmer, he's a public affairs analyst, he's a religious man, yes, and and both all a security consultant. So you remember when we have issues, so it can cover both public affairs, current affairs, and security issues. Jackson Lekojo is with us this morning. Mr. Jackson, you're welcome.
It's my pleasure, my radio chief, and most candidly, I appreciate all the listeners at home there and your contributions. Thank you.
All right. The House of Representatives called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to, as a matter of national importance, assent to the two bills recently reintroduced and passed by the Assembly to aid the ongoing fight against insecurity. The House is of the opinion that assenting the bills would provide support for the armed forces and the defense. Recall that the Defense Industries Corporation of Nigeria, DICON, is a bill, and that the Armed Forces Trust Fund Bill were passed during the previous administration by the Ninth Assembly, but could not receive assent from the former President Muhammadu Buhari, who was a retired general. Okay. So, the Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, Benjamin Okezie Kalu, made a call at the weekend while speaking at the closing ceremony of a two-day post-inauguration retreat organized for members of the House Committee on Defense by National Defense College Abuja. He said President Tinubu usually gives attention to activities of the National Assembly, stressing that the Nigerian leader will ensure that the bills do not suffer under his dispensation. I'm going to save you the long read and then look at the most important issues. One of the bills, I won't go there now. Let's begin to look at the situation we have on ground as a nation, cash-strapped. Economically, we're down there. How important is this bill? We've had money allocated to defense, to show up our defense. Should we also expand money that we would have used in doing some to cater to the needs of the downtrodden, those who are at the lowest ebb? I know that we have armed forces and the needs. Security is very important. But is this particular bill, and assenting to this bill, quite important?
Thank you. I want you to, not from my mouth, I want you to tell Nigerians the meaning of, the full meaning of this DICON. If you can do that now, please, for me.
It is the Defense Industries Corporation of Nigeria.
Very good. Can I tell you something?
Please.
DICON is a very, very important industry we need in Nigeria.
Because tools and things we need will be produced in Nigeria?
At the end of the day, it will not just stop our forex. The money we use to import every arms and ammunition into this country
will be done here in Nigeria.
That run into billions of dollars. We won't need to spend that one again.
Okay.
It will be done here and we consume here. And they will produce, they will manufacture that some other countries within the region and the sub-region will patronize us. It would have been more cheaper for any country in Africa to patronize us with maybe arms and ammunition that they are going to be producing in this industry. It would have been more cheaper for any country in Africa to patronize us than to go to the US, to the UK, to Germany, to Japan, to Russia, to go and purchase all this. It's an industry that will generate income. IGR, it will boost our IGR. Apart from, and now, if we are doing this, if this daikon is operational, when we manufacture any of these military hardwares and others, we know what we are manufacturing, we know what we are using.
I'm going to quickly interject. Quickly.
Okay.
I will let you. Oh, I will let you in.
Go ahead.
Let me mention a few
Yes.
things.
Mm.
I remember when we shouted local content,
Yes.
and now rice is produced in commercial quantity in Nigeria.
Yes.
The one bag of rice is over 50,000 naira.
Yes.
Still expensive.
Yes.
When we talk about daikon, if the bill is passed, are we going to, from scratch, I mean the raw materials, do we have it here? Or we're still going to import raw materials before we fashion out a weapon or the tools used for war here?
You may not know.
Because if you still if you import raw materials, you're spending
you may not know, but you know what they call gun.
Yes.
In all gun, I don't think that if it is gold that you want it, we have gold in Nigeria. If it is metal, we have it at iron ore. If it is plastic that we want to make plastic gun, there is no single component we are going to import.
Okay.
I am telling you, either gold, either brass, either aluminium, which one? Which one are we going to import? No one. But the problem we are facing is this. There are some persons that make profit from all these importations, whereby they import, the purchase price over there is $10,000, for example. And some people will call it $100,000. Is it Cosby Jones that is going to that place to go and confirm the price? The people that are making it more from this importation, they will not allow it to work. The people, the rice we are talking about, there are a lot of saboteurs. What we are manufacturing today in Nigeria is enough for our local consumption and for export. But those people that are making billions from importation, they will want to sabotage this. There are some of the rice, our local rice, they will go and bag it in foreign
in foreign bags.
In foreign bags. Let me now go to the area of rice now. I am telling you that if daikon is working, are we going to India? Are we going to Ghana? Are we going to Cameroon to go and employ people that will work there? Direct and indirect labor?
Okay.
Are we going to?
We also going to have Nigerians manage it, right?
It's Nigerian.
Well, are we going to have Nigerians manage it?
We will have Nigerians managing it. Administratively, maybe within the military,
my fear,
paramilitary, and others.
Mr. Jackson Lekovi,
yes,
will be, let it not be politicized, where Jackson Ojo's daughter will head somebody with little expertise as to how to manage military factory might be giving us a political compensation. But put that aside, we're seeing very lofty, lovely, positive, commercially driven ideas from different administrations And then mismanagement will just creep in. Corruption. You see, money allotted. See, the Niger Delta Development Commission is a very laudable commission. But but allegation, I'm coming.
When I hear that name, NDDC, I almost run out of this studio.
Don't. So, but what I mean is, institutions that should have profited, giving boost to our economy, have been mismanaged in the past. But this present administration seems not to have a grip on how to prosecute corrupt people. I was of the opinion that by now, corrupt individuals, they were governors, accusation pointed, ministers. Yet,
I want to talk.
You will talk. Yet, the slow pace, nobody's had gone to jail. Nobody's, the number of people prosecuted is very infinitesimal to what we have expected. We had expected to serve as deterrent so that when we set up the DICON, people going to manage it will know that it's not business as usual.
Before I entered the studio this morning, I posted something on my WhatsApp status. And what was that? I said, in Nigeria, in normal climb,
Okay.
electoral offenders will back J-terms. But in Nigeria, electoral offenders will back appointment. I just use that one as a case study. You see, those people that have sabotaged the system in the past, those are the people that have capacity to contest election, to buy vote, to campaign and others.
So do you still have confidence that we will have people who will manage it properly?
But let me take an exception for the DICON. DICON is going to be purely military and paramilitary affairs. From the administration and every other thing must be managed by the military and paramilitary and security. The army, the air force, the navy, they are the military. Paramilitary, the police, the civil defense, the immigration, the prison, then the security, the DSS, the NIA. And these people know that whatever they manufacture from that place is for their own use. So if they do fake something, it's to their own detriment. They will lose their life first before Nigeria begin to mourn them. So you discover that there is no way anybody will be able to sabotage this. But another thing is, when a lawyer becomes the aviation minister, whereas you have so many aeronautical engineers, you have retired and serving Air Force officers of global repute, anything happens in Nigeria, just like I have said, it could happen and somebody will go and take the son of his uncle that read biology to go and be managing director. Somebody will go and take somebody that read law to go and be director of operations in such an industry. But it can happen in Nigeria. It has been happening. It can still happen. But I want to tell you that it will not happen because immediately this industry is operational. It must be managed. Is it that you put it under the office of the National Security Advisor, or you put it under the Minister of Defense? So these days you can see people that do not know anything about security or defense becoming Minister of Defense. But the nucleus of the officers and officials in the Ministry of Defense, most of them have military background, you understand? But at least let this thing be operational first. You have not bought a land and somebody is telling you either what if you build a 2-bedroom flat, what if the carpenter did not do the roofing well. Buy the land first, build the house before we talk of the quality of carpenters, electricians that will come and work there. Let this industry be in place. Now if we manufacture guns there, we will now know that we manufacture this gun. We will now know the gun we are carrying. If you go to the US today to buy gun for Nigerian army, do you know the kind of gun you have bought for them? In this present day, in the world of technology, you might even buy gun from the foreign country and they sabotage the gun from the manufacturer. It is very, very possible.
All right. I like the fact.
So to me,
you've painted.
There should be no delay. I want to appreciate this House of Reps because I never expect anything good from this 10 National Assembly.
Oh, really?
Both Senate, most of them are my friends. And at the end of the day, if I listen to this in the news, I'm going to record it and send it to them. Most of them are my friends, but I never have any trust in the 10th National Assembly.
All right.
But this one has come as a surprise.
You also look at, because the twin bill, the Armed Forces Trust Fund bill, how important is that?
Armed Forces Trust Fund bill, it is very good.
To cater to the needs of veterans and...
To cater for the need of the veterans. You understand? If a man retires as a general and is begging in the street of Nigeria, will the children or grandchildren want to go and join the military again? No. You are technically discouraging Nigerians, or you are telling them if you join the military, better do whatever you can do to help yourself because immediately you are leaving service. Nothing for you. It's not good. You should be willing. If Cosby is working in this company here, and Cosby goes to the Mama Put rice there to buy rice on credit every day, they know, and they will be saying, that guy is good, but that place where they work, no good. Oh, what are they doing? The intangible asset of this place, the name, the reputation, is going down the drain. So I think it's a very good thing. You should see people coming out of the military and be useful. To some of them, immediately they come out and they have not been able to train their children. The training of their children ended up immediately they discharge. So it's a very good bill. Anything that has to do with our armed forces, security, police, paramilitary, we should not take it for granted.
All right. We're just curious so that the funds wouldn't end in a few pockets. If you're listening, this is Let's Talk on 99.5 Fush FM, Nigeria's business radio. We're live on Facebook, www.facebook.com/Reach99.5 FM. Go there, watch us live. We'll be shown on Atlantic Television Network, channel 194 on StarTimes at 8 p.m. All right, every day, 8 p.m. Go and watch it on StarTimes, channel 194. Let's delve into some of the issues. Now, there seems to be anger with the opposition parties in Nigeria. Now, what is really the causative factor, the reason for this anger? A court of appeal had sacked the governor of Plateau State. And in the past 4 months, in the past few days, a few weeks, the Court of Appeal have sacked 3 opposition governors. 3. Zamfara State Governor, Plateau State Governor, and then before the before the appeal court, the Election Petition Tribunal did sack the Kano State governor from the UN, is it the NMPP, New Nigerian People's Party, and it's becoming the suspicion is that why the opposition parties, the only ones being sacked, do they have ground for this anger, or is it something that the judiciary is seeing that we're not seeing? I mean, how can we explain this? 3 governors sacked by the Election Petition Tribunal and the appeal courts, all opposition. Is it coincidence or happenstance?
Well, I'm not going to go into the full detail as you might be expecting me to go. I'm still looking to manufacture a word I can use for what is happening today in Nigeria. But I doubt if we are still in democracy.
How do you say that?
Good. A situation whereby millions of people will come out to vote for a person, and that person will be sacked by 3 members of tribunal on technical ground. How did they sack the man in Kano? What was the findings?
Sorry, even the Court of Appeal also sacked the one in Kano, yes.
I am coming, sir.
Go on.
What was the reason? They said about 165,000 votes or thereabout.
Well, it's not deliberate. Stamping of ballot papers.
Yes. Some people refuse to do what they're supposed to do, and those people are not in prison now.
But again,
and because of the mistake, it's like God we made a mistake in this place, and somebody will say they should close this place down.
Is it not? Is that blame shouldn't that blame be all encompassing from the party agents? Party agents should be trained to know that if a ballot paper is not signed, it's not and void. It's not admissible. It cannot be used for that election. Party agents did not. It went to the state.
It was a booby trap. There are times you want to just vote and get out. So to me, those people that serve in Kano during the gubernatorial election, even if they are in thousands, they should distribute them all the prison yards in this country. They should pay for it. But the votes were lawful votes. But just because some persons refuse to do their work.
It could be.
What? I am not a staff of this place. You invited me, and I will make sure I leave my house on time to come to it, whereas I'm not going to be paid for the things I'm coming to do here. And somebody that you forgot something that could cause serious crisis in this country. It is not too expensive to take the head of those people to the gluten, to the guillotine.
The guillotine.
To dismember their head.
Yeah, but that's hard.
I am bitter.
That's too graphic.
Do you know what will happen in Kano? Kano is a serious political security flashpoint. Any little thing could trigger.
True.
Let me tell you one thing.
That's not the
capital punishment will come back to this country in order for some persons.
That's wrong.
I am saying it is my opinion.
You know, Mr. Jackson,
it's my opinion. It's not a law.
I know.
It's not the president saying this.
You know. Firstly,
yes,
that
cocaine or heroin, they will put them. They will go and shoot them and kill them. That you will go there. You say you forget. Forget what? That is too expensive.
We need to start strengthening our institutions.
That is it. Now in Nigeria today, millions of people will come out to vote. At the end of the day, only 3 people will come and dictate. 3 judges will come and dictate, this is your governor, This is not supposed to be governor. This is a senator. This is not supposed to be. I'm not going to dabble into the area. Maybe it affected the PDP or affected the APC. What is the difference between APC and PDP? You can be PDP yesterday, tomorrow morning you are APC. What is the difference between APC and PDP? Let us face the fact. But it's worrisome. It's shameful.
Right.
In Kenya, they ran election. No single matter was taken to court. In Syria alone, no single matter was taken to court. In Liberia, just few days ago, no single matter. Immediately, Judge Ware congratulated. Yes, sir.
Goodluck Jonathan did it.
Yes, sir.
Goodluck Ebele Jonathan did it.
When Jonathan did it,
nobody went to court.
We people were calling Jonathan all form of name.
But he did not.
So today, if I have my way, I will go and sew garment for Jonathan to become a prophet, to become a bishop.
Right.
You understand? But what I'm telling you in essence is this: if all those small, when Liberia was Nigeria with our fund, we assisted in Liberia to install democratic rule there. See, they are not the same thing. But today, those people are conducting elections now. There's no crisis, there's no noise, nothing. But we, the big father in Africa.
We've not had any crisis. We just started.
No crisis?
No, just none.
No crisis?
We just went to court. The court is not a domain for
So
crisis.
when people of Kano started, when they come out now to begin to protest, until they carry gun, before you know that it's a crisis,
no,
what happened in Plateau State a few weeks ago, when they removed almost 7 of the members out of Rep and Senate. What are we talking about?
All right.
Even if there is no crisis because our docility has been taken for stupidity, even if there is no crisis, my dear brother, we should do it right for the first time.
We should do it right.
Until people like us begin to jackpot.
So
okay.
Some are saying, hey, we fear that this might descend to a one-party system if you clamp down on opposition, but I don't see any clamping down. It's the law taking its course. Welcome. Time to open up the phone lines. 0907-084-9073, 0907-084-9073, 0702 500-2007, 0702-500-2007. When you do calling, stay away from your radio set. You can send a text message to 0702 500-2007. And then calls to 0907 084-9073. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Caption, you're welcome.
Yes. Talking about this election in Kano and the rest of it, in fact, it is very, very annoying. Anybody that supports this rascality that is going on in terms of tribunal and that, because that person shall have the but I believe that tomorrow, anybody that supports this, it doesn't matter the political party it belongs to, that the tribunal and appeal court is just giving important gain reason for nullifying election. Even in Kano,
what is contradicting with the about the judgment in Kano? Yes.
Let me tell you what I call contradiction there.
Go on.
In Kano, the tribunal says that the 165 vote was not signed. Appeal says the man is not even qualified. Then I tend to believe that appeal only affirms what the tribunal has said. How come if you go to Stone Plateau, you hear that the governor, the person that challenged him for non-qualification, did not come for his own party. And they not contradiction, except they want to make some clarification on that ruling. We cannot exterminate the position in this country.
Okay, because I was wondering, when you say contradiction, the English word contradiction means speaking in opposing, like collusion cause. You're contradicting yourself. You're saying this thing and you're saying the other in the same breath. But that's not what you mean. The court found that an electoral law was breached in Plateau State, that the governor was not properly nominated by his party. So regardless of which, I remember, I'm not forgetting the case of What's that term now? What interloper? Meddlesome
Yes,
interloper.
yes,
I remember that
yes.
in River State. If you were talking about that, then I would agree. But that's not what you're talking about.
That's exactly what I mean.
Okay.
If see, our law should be static. When judges, when lawyers are going to court, you should be able to educate your client that die. This your case will not sell. This is what the law says, and that is what the law is all about. We cannot use technicality sometimes. We cannot ambush the reasons why litigants comes to court. The law should be straight where the litigants should always follow the court according to the laws of the land.
All right. All right.
But when we begin to get all these judgments here and there based on partisan interest, it makes our judiciary and our laws are very, it is very, very annoying.
All right. All right. Thank you very much.
Captain is very, very right. There are contradictory rulings. The law says, the electoral act said, any matter that happened before election should be treated as a pre-election matter and should not go to the tribunal, and tribunal should not dabble into ruling or listening to it at all.
No, that's not what the law says.
That's what the law says.
Any
Any pre-election matter has nothing to do in the tribunal. It's the regular court that should handle it. And what is happening in Plateau? What is it? They are saying,
I remember that.
they say they were not what do they call it? Formally nominated. Were they nominated after the election?
I remember that the wranglings had always been to rejig our electoral act and infuse all some of this you mentioned in the electoral act.
Every ruling against PDP in Plateau State was a charade.
That's what you think. Hello.
That is it.
Hello. Good morning. 0907-084-9073. We're taking calls now. We'll stop in the next few minutes and come back to the series to conclude. Hello, good morning. Yes, the real gift, welcome.
True one. Oh.
Because they say if you are not from that party, you are a priest. The Supreme Court has said it before. And the judges or the justices, the ministers, according to them, I don't know the name, they are there to speak. What are we talking about here? State of Kano say, let me tell you, they say my community, and you take out this law from your house, and you bring in a car, the four-legged animal in that house of yours. It's still in the Kano State today. Don't forget, do you remember the state? This is the chairman, former governor of Kano State. Do you remember the comment he made after the tribunal? Then he said, these other people, don't do the same. So what a statement from the chairman, things are being credit are being. So then you tell me that Akadisa, which is the hand of the people, died.
All right. So you suspect that there might be some interference, and some people might be influencing what's happening in the courts. Hello, the real gift. Hello. Network. Quickly, I have a few text messages here, so I can read them. Okay, two text messages. This one says, "Good morning, the radio chief and the chief in the studios. I greet you, sir. This issue, Supreme Court, Appeal Court sacking opposition governors in 4 days, is alarming. Do they want all of us to move to the APC? They should tell us, because we are tired of these lopsided judgments. And you did not mention your name. I would have loved to get your name on this. And then the next one is, hello, good morning, Radio Chief. Thank you for bringing Jackson Lekojo this morning. My name is Susan. Okay, Susan. The Nigerian government things were no, I wouldn't read that. I will not read that. All right, so quickly, 0907084973. I'll take just 2 more calls and then we'll come back to the studios to engage Jackson Lekojo once again. 0702-500-2007 are the numbers to call this morning, or send a text message. You'll have a text message here. I guess the network is strangulating calls this morning. All right, so this one says, my name is Jonathan. Nigeria should learn from what happened in Liberia, how George Opongwea conceded to Joseph. That's a lesson the big brother hasn't learned yet. We're just giant of Africa for nothing. We're not giant of Africa for nothing. We have population that will swallow the whole of Africa if care is not taken.
We're giant of Africa for what?
We have a very giant population.
Okay.
Don't take that for granted.
Okay. Okay.
In conclusion of this conversation, some of the text messages are saying we're drifting towards a one-party system. Is it what you think?
I am not. To me, already I've seen that we're already in one-party system.
Really?
I am surprised that
when the PDP does have more than 10 governors, as you still call that a one-party system?
Those people that contested under PDP that did not win, a lot of them are already
moved to the APC.
Moving to the APC. Even the national chairman of NNPP has moved to APC. Tell me today, apart from few persons that I don't want to mention, crossed before. Today, let me mention. It's not an insult. It's not an. I'm not maligning his name. Our Senate president was commissioner in Akwa Ibom State.
Yes.
He later became governor. He later became senator, minority leader for that matter. Today, he's a chieftain of APC.
That's not.
And today, when it's not against the law,
it's not bad politics.
You understand? And if anything is shaking here now, he will tell you that he's going back to his home, and they will welcome him back home safely. Our former governor here, that's Rotimi Amici, was a member of House of Representatives, a speaker in the House of Assembly, governor PDP. Later he moved to APC. Today he will condemn PDP. You understand? Our former governor here, Governor Wike, I don't know which one he is now. He is the leader of APC in River State now, and he is the leader of PDP.
No, he's the leader of...
My dear brother and friend, Tony Okocha, was inviting him to come and be their state leader.
But he hasn't accepted yet.
But has he rejected?
He doesn't need to.
Has he rejected?
No, he didn't.
No, I'm not insulting anybody. I am just telling you, apart from people like Bola Tinubu, the president now, that has ever been in AD until AD changed name to ACN.
So he too had moved from one party to another.
He has not moved from one party to the other. No. It's only when the party changed name. That is it. He has never moved.
Same with the incumbent president moved from it because CPC merged to be the APC with CPC.
Okay, let me go back historically to support you.
Okay.
Buhari started from APP metamorphosed to ANPP. From there, he now formed his own party, CPC. From CPC, he now come now to the conglomerate, the consort of political parties that form APC. So when you are saying me, Jackson Lekon Ojo, I was in the PDP.
Oh, you were?
I was in the PDP.
Okay.
I started from AD, from there to ACN, from there to PDP, from PDP to APC. Maybe by tomorrow, maybe it's AA. If
is that bad politicking?
It's not bad, it's worse.
Really?
And you know the reason? Tell me any political party today that is ideologically based in Nigeria. You can never see a Democrat in the US to cross to what do they call them? The
Republicans.
It is not good. You see a Republican will go and vote for Democrat.
Still a Republican.
But still a Republican. But here, we are running a one-party state. A lot of PDP chieftains already have not been now to get ambassadorial appointment, to get you will see a member of House of Reps. I've seen a senator in Nigeria that came back to be a commissioner in the state. One happened in Lagos, one happened in Imo State. Just because of appointment. If some gubernatorial candidate of PDP that failed the election now, if you tell them to go and be a local government chairman, they will accept. So far there will be free money and free emolument and others. So we are already in a one-party state. Nobody to blame Tinubu for that. Yes.
But that's not calling that the judiciary should be lopsided. They are not. I'm not saying they are, but the suspicion is fast becoming tangible.
It is not the suspicion. I'm telling you, with this analysis,
I understand.
You will know, you will discover a lot of people in PDP in Abia State, they are already crossing now to the Labour Party to get appointment under Alex Oti. Before you know here, to get a small contract or appointment under Sim Fubara, you will see a lot of PDP, a lot of okay, in Rivers State now you see PDP, APC crisscrossing. You understand? Just to be relevant. Not in a proper way, but just for them to be able to fuel their cars. Because most of them got their money, gotten wealth. And after some few minutes, when they are no longer in office, the money will just go away like that. They never know that money is spiritual. So we are already in a one-party state.
All right. You feel that we...
How many PDP men today in Nigeria that Bola Tinubu can call, can come and take appointment? And they will say no. How many?
Do they
if Bola Tinubu call, are you?
If they say yes, is it a bad thing? It's a call to service. It's a call to service.
It is not call to service in Nigeria.
You think?
People like Bola Ige, how many of them are in this generation now? Bola Ige took appointment, but he was still fighting for his party. Can Governor Yeso Wike, former Governor Yeso Wike today, fight for PDP in this administration? It's impossible. It's not possible.
All right. Something is happening in Osun State. I'm going to let you add.
That is my home state.
Yes,
I'm proud.
That's why I'm bringing that.
Bring it here
to your notice.
I'm in Port Harcourt. I'm at home.
The Oyo State, the Plateau State. I said,
don't change the name of my state, please.
Osun State Governor.
Yes.
Demola Delicate.
Yes.
Seems to have reversed itself with the suspension of the CJ. What is really going on in the state?
I think I appreciate him. I spoke with his chief press secretary.
Okay.
I decided not to want to call on him directly. But I know a lot of other persons have spoken to him. What he did was a day robbery, and what he did was an aberration of the law. You dare not.
Suspend the chief justice.
No. You must, your House of Assembly must first of all write petition, copy to you, send it to National Judicial Council. The National Judicial Council will make recommendation.
After due investigation.
After due investigation. You understand? The National Judicial Council will now want to take nonsense. But you don't woke up one morning from people in the House of Assembly that you dash them money. In my state, don't argue with me. I know what I'm saying.
Dash them money. That is the outcome to life.
That is the worst. That is the worst governed state today in Nigeria.
Really?
Yes. When you are buying for government official, you buy the rickety 2007 Camry for them to run. You understand? That's the worst state today in Nigeria.
Because he didn't buy them luxurious cars. Because he didn't buy government official luxurious cars.
What do you mean by luxurious car?
I mean,
so if you buy Camry 2012 model, is it a luxurious car? Why go?
That's over 12 million naira. I mean, the Nigerian, the what we call
the people there, are they slaves? Are they slaves? Are they more inferior to the people? The people that go to sleep in the National Assembly, by the time you give them 160 million naira car.
That is should be condemned in all sense.
But when you give officials of government, you give them car that when rain is drizzling, if they wind up, they can't drive. No AC, nothing. And some of them cannot even afford to change the tire. What are you? That is what governs state in Africa now. It's my state.
That's your analysis. But thank you.
But I thank him, and I can now call him now, the governor. I can now call him now, say, Governor, you have done the right thing now. Because if I called him before, my tune would have been wrong. And I can talk to my governor the way I like, the way I'm feeling. I won't insult him. But I will tell him the truth. The truth I cannot tell the River State, I can tell my governor at least. Or any other governor in the Southwest. You understand? But I'm very careful to say the real truth here.
All right. Thank you very much.